a critical or dangerous time? You worked so hard for 125 games to get in position to be where you are now. You don't want to lose touch with the wild card chase.
No, we certainly don't. So, I mean, yeah, this is a big series, to say the least. I mean, I think we all know they're all big coming forward, but anytime you lose a ball game like you did last night, it's always that much more rewarding when you're able to, bounce back. So we need to do everything to our ability to bounce back tonight.
Has that been a quality you've appreciated about this group?
Very much so. I mean, we've played a lot of good baseball. We definitely, obviously, hit a span where we weren't playing very good. We lost a bunch of games in a short amount of time. But the resiliency and the way this club has responded to some adversity has been, right on from the first day on.
How much have you talked about Tuesday? I guess will be the first day you can add to the roster.
Yep.
Will you add then and then add again later?
Yeah, I think there's potential that we'll see a couple guys right there September 1st, and then following the Durham season, which is I believe the 6th or the 7th. We've gone over a bunch of names. I would imagine for the most part it'll be a group of guys that we've seen throughout the course of this year.
I know that they're kind of weighing bringing Blake Snell up. Are you curious to see this guy from everything he's done this year?
Oh, I think we all are. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with Blake Snell, but I think there will be plenty of excitement. I mean, the guy's had a tremendous minor league season, and not getting to see him. It's funny. There was a chance we were going to see him pitch against the Tigers in the exhibition game here to start the season.
All right.
But then we had just acquired Erasmo, and we needed him to pitch. So we missed out on that opportunity. But from all reports, from talking to Jared Sandberg and Kyle Snyder and everybody in our development system, they've just raved about him, how he's really come a long way this year.
And Matt Moore is another interesting name.
Yep.
All the reports pretty much go along with what he's done.
Yeah, very good. He had another good ball game last night. It seems that Matt's in a really good spot. And to his credit, he went down there, worked on some things that I felt we thought he needed to work on, and he also agreed. And he simplified his approach. And if you just look at the overall, the way his distribution of pitches, he's really taken to, the mix that best suits him.
Could he start in September? Or
you know what? I think there's potential for all that. We're still not quite ready to announce anything. But I think Matt. I mean, we know how important Matt Moore is to this organization, not only right now but going forward. And the innings build up. We need Matt to pitch. And as good as the spot as he's been his last 3-4 starts in Durham, I think that's definitely a fair consideration.
You got Brendan Geyer tied the team record for hit by pitches. Is that a badge of honor, or is that a guy who could move a little quicker? Or how do you look at that?
He's getting on base. He's getting on base. Brandon actually has a really good approach. He's got a good approach in general. Against left-handed pitching, he's got a really good approach. He kind of eliminates the inner half. He's on the plate. That's his thought. Like, I can get to anything that's on the plate in. And if it's off the plate, it's a ball and possibly hitting me. So to me, it's a good thing. And believe it or not, I mean, obviously it shows. It gives pitchers a rough time, especially lefties that are trying to cut the ball, throw the sweeping slider underneath them. A lot of times you find that it nicks him on that because he is, so much covering the outer half. And I mean, pitchers are smart enough to know that when you're on the plate like that, you're looking for the ball away from you. So, yeah, that's an advantage. Anytime you can get on base is good with us.
Did you try that strategy much?
No, I was getting out of the way.
Hitting up behind the plate.
Right.
You think Carnes is battling a little? He goes tomorrow. Is he battling a little to stay consistent?
You know what? Maybe a little bit. I mean, it has been. It's been. Not his best, then really good, then not his best. I think that's fair to say. But again, I mean, we're talking about a guy that has logged, close to 150 innings. I think he's still considered a rookie. I think he's evolved and kind of grown out of that mold over the course of this season. But I mean, it's 1 year for him, 1 full year. This is the first time he's gone through a lot of these things. I'm not saying that anything about an innings limit or anything like that, but there is a wear and tear. I mean, he's hitting a spot right now that he's never been through in any season because usually the minor league season ends. So And I would imagine even in the AAA season, there's a lot more. It's easier to back a guy off a start and give an extra blow, whereas here it's not that easy. So I think Carnesy has been outstanding dealing with a lot of those things. And if there's some inconsistent patches that come through with it, we all know that's going to happen going through the season.
Erasmo's been around a while, but it seems like he's similar, though. He has never done this for
Yeah.
a big league season either.
No, he hasn't. And I mean, both those guys have really picked us up in a huge way. But, different people, our different guys on this team have been inconsistent at different times. I think they all would wish to be the same guy all the time, but realistically, we've got to kind of prepare for that. And what those two have provided for our pitching staff, for our team, I think any one of us would have signed up for that to start the year.
Everybody good?